Yeah. Welcome to KKs Corner. This your girl KK Rose, aka Bernie. Who you got?
What's going on? What's going on, Kay? This Will Young. How you been? What's going on?
Hey man, it's been a long week. You see, they noisy as hell. I gotta put them out the office. It's been a crazy couple weeks. I know we've been down. Haven't really put nothing up. Well, I've been working. You know, I work with the kids and everything. But guess who slid by my house the other day?
Who rolled through?
Robbie Jr.
Stop.
Said he missed me. He wanted to kiss me. I said, hold on. I told him I got to get him on here so we could talk to him. You know, he got a lot going on. He said his dad got cancer or whatever the case may be. And he got like a slight dementia. So we talked for about a good hour or so outside. Yeah, we got to catch up with all them people. I told him we was going to hook them up on the Zoom one of these days and just get all of them. You know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I might have I hate to hear that about Rob Sr. I've seen on kind of social media, he was having some health issues, but I didn't really go into, I didn't go deep down that. I think I was in my fields on some other shit or whatever, but I didn't want to, you know how sometimes you gotta hold off on read certain things because you just know, everybody's going through it. Everybody got their shit going on. It's just, you hate to hear that, man.
Right.
On a separate note, I think I'm going to be introducing a segment pretty soon. An old friend of mine who is an adult movie star was a stockbroker before, so I'm going to have him on. I'm going to just tease that. I'm going to have him on pretty soon to give stock advice and dick advice. I don't know, if any of y'all
know which one.
whatever he wants to talk about, we're gonna try to start with stock
okay.
and see where that goes.
Stock and cock. You feel me? Stock and cock. Hey man, that's the name of this podcast right here, Stock and Cock. Yeah, man. Hey, but before we even get to the stock and cock, speaking of stock, man, John Morant done let the stock done run down doing that stupid shit. You know what? It never fails. We always find a way to do some nigga shit. That was some nigga shit, bro. There's no way in HE double hockey sticks that I'm going on the gram or any social media for that part to wave a pistol around and I'm on a road trip in the NBA.
When it's the crunch time, when it's crunch, look, it's a big story because you want to talk about it, first of all, because as everybody knows, you don't give a fuck about the NBA.
Right. No, I care about my people. Fuck the NBA. That's first thing first. Most of the guys who play in the NBA are our people. They are people. They got to do what they got to do.
I mean, personally, I felt like the funny thing is I was just having a conversation about him like a day or two before, because I really feel like, with his skill set, with his kind of energy, that he could be the face of the NBA moving forward in a couple years. And maybe that's just, I like a hood dude. It's just, a dude that's from the street, keeping it real. I did hear, my biggest thing is with him, I think the irresponsibility for me personally came more, obviously holding a gun, but it was almost in direct challenge to some of the issues that they were kind of on him about earlier in the week. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. These alleged incidents with young players at his house, arguing and stuff. And so this is still a huge corporation that don't care about you and will wipe you clean of it. And so I think that like with all of what he was doing prior to that, and then to go on the gram, which is, it's already reckless to have this gun on here and, but also kind of in defiance in the face of just.
It's like, fuck y'all. Listen, this is my thing. No matter if it's you, no matter if it's me, I work with kids every day. So I have to, even though people see me as the whatever, I am that person. But you got to carry yourself in a different manner, because no matter how you look at it, you're a role model. And plus, you're a brand. The NBA is a brand. You're a brand. Whatever your team is a brand. Everything is a brand. So I'm disappointed in him because you know who he act like? Literally the young Allen Iverson. When Allen Iverson was reckless, didn't care, came with his, you know, his swag, his this, ain't nobody gonna change me. If you're not representing them people in the right way, man, they will blackball you. You won't get the notoriety that you once was having. You could score 1,000,000 points. They still won't vote you into this and vote you into that. And I tell you, that's gonna hurt his career for at least another year and a half or 2 years. He got to get on the straight and narrow because that really, I'm disappointed myself. Because then you got his daddy over there in the side. I call him slip malt liquor because that's all he look like he do. He just, you know, he over there with his cup. Got my slip malt liquor. Oh, but a fool be in the cut. Like, who the daddy? You gotta, I don't care if my son making $1 billion. Hey man, tighten up because you gonna mess it up for all of us.
And I
Somebody
mean, his pops is the one that tells him, like, is supposed to be his like guy that's always telling him to tighten up too. And so this is, but I mean, you know, to a certain extent, how are you going to tell a young person with millions of dollars? You can't police them every minute of the day. He made a huge mistake.
If you my manager, literally, if you my manager, I should trust what you tell me at the time. You might go back and forth if I really want to do it. But at the end of the day, if you keep telling me, you keep poking the bell, sooner or later, I'm going to listen to it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you, come on now.
I agree.
You ain't going to sit back. Because I'm going to fire your ass if you sit back and let me do some stupid shit without even saying something.
But my thing is, can you speak from that, like a 23-year-old from that level? Like,
I take your ass out. That's what I would have told him if I was his daddy.
But listen, that conversation came probably after. And so what are you going to say?
In the background with some hen while his son was doing all this. Come on, man. Somebody got to be the bigger person.
I understand, but you don't know if his father was there. And so you can't speak on the fact that his father was in the background because they have not recorded.
Everywhere he go, bro.
His father's every game. Like, to simplify it, to say every time we see him on television, his father is there, meaning that his father's everywhere he goes. Is it fair to like that?
I don't care what you say. His daddy was in the back. I don't care.
I mean,
I don't care. His daddy was back there. His umbilical cord probably in that man's back pocket. His daddy was there. For real. Man, let me tell you something like this again.
I was just gonna say with brands. You're correct. And I think that all these brands connect together. And so, you know, look, everybody's a brand. You're a brand, your brand, you know, everybody is their own brand. And his brand makes a lot of money. But the business of basketball and the teams are a bigger brand. And until you take it to Jordan status, which is damn near impossible, LeBron status at this point, they will wipe your brand out and cut your money. And so I'm not sure if it's going to take a year and a half. I think public opinion might take a year and a half, but I won't believe a year and a half until like brands like Nike start pulling out. When they stop paying him, that's when I'm like, okay, maybe something's going on. Like maybe it depends on what,
This is the deal. When you look at the best players in the world have a brand, like not even saying people put money into them or whatever, they don't get in trouble. They got a fall guy for that. If I cheat on my wife, I ain't really cheat on her. You did, because I ain't get caught. You the person passing the number. I'm putting everything in your phone. I'm always going to keep my face clean out here in these streets. You understand? Because it's always about the brand. Yours, mine, the NBA, Nike, Cheetos, Fritos, Doritos, all that shit, burritos. Who cares? It's a brand. I could get all that money as long as I keep my face clean. His first dirty. It's gonna be dirty for a while.
I agree with you that in everything in the brand. I just don't think until they start pulling money away from his brand, it's gonna. People are very forgetful, and so in 6 months, somebody else gonna do some other shit. And as long as Nike didn't take no money off the table, and Memphis is still paying him his full salary, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, remember Ja Morant?" There's the news cycle so much. He just needs somebody else to do something stupid, and then he can slide right back into games and get ready for the playoffs.
But if that should have did this, and I'm telling you, bro, for real. Yeah, how old you is, man? You can't mess this up. This generational wealth. You probably one of the. Listen, man. Born and raised Overtown Poker Bean Projects. Literally, Poker Bean Projects. Got out of the projects probably my ninth grade. But family was still standing over there. That was my best weekends ever going back to the project. But anyway, like I say, I'm not going to act like the projects every day. You understand what I'm saying? It's not where you from, it's where you at. It's not where you been, it's where you overcome and came to. So I hate when people get money and have to show that they still hood.
I agreed. That's why I think we're both saying he needs to grow up and his team needs to tighten up, but he also needs to listen to his team.
Right.
Because I can only imagine you 23. I could listen. If I had $100 million when I was 23, y'all find me in the ditch.
Right. Hey, listen, if y'all didn't know, I have my degree. I'm a life coach as well. So if anybody in the John Camp need me to put this young nigga in the headlock and get him on the straight and narrow, y'all hire me as his life coach. Because I ain't no yes man or no yes ma'am. So we gonna have to get this together. Anybody out there?
You might have just put a new show together, Bernice Life Coach, and we just that'd be the first episode. We just get out in these streets and fix lives.
You gotta. Sometimes you gotta grab them niggas by the ear and be like, listen to yourself talk. You sound stupid. Done.
Hey, so I do want to. Something you mentioned too that is important to talk about is your bag man, your side person that's supposed to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? I was having a conversation the other day about Juice WRLD, the artist. You remember that died right before COVID really started to kick off and take over the world. And so it was probably December. He died in he overdosed. It's allegedly he overdosed. He got to the Chicago. He got to the Chicago airport. Okay. And the feds were there. And so he ingested all the drugs and trying to hide them. And that's, so, I mean, it's awful.
Like he put in his mouth or he put in his ass?
He put it, listen, if I see somebody shoving drugs up their ass while they're in the airport,
I mean, bruh,
no, I think he just ate all the drugs. He ate all the drugs. But I think people are going to, they're judging all of those things. I feel bad that the young man passed away, but you can't be the person to eat the drugs. You're the artist that has everybody here. You can't be the person that eats the drugs. Somebody's got to hold it and go to jail.
In every job or every group or every friendship or anything, there's a food chain. If you're at the top of the food chain, you shouldn't have to do the bottom of the food chain type stuff. Like number one, if I'm at the top of the food chain and I say, for instance, I'm about to do something, there should be this guy on the side like, hey, I got this for you. You should have an understanding where if something happens to you, I got my lawyer. I'm going to take care of your family till you get back. And we loyal like that. That's why you supposed to keep people around you that know your worth and keep you out of trouble. And a lot of people do that. But these days, you have those, like I say, the yes mans, the yes ma'ams. You have all those type of people instead of the people that gonna stop you from doing stuff or eat that bullet for you And then again, you got the top of the food chain people that ain't shit. So ain't nobody gonna do nothing for you. You understand? You got to treat your people good, as well as, you know, they gonna treat you good. That's with any job. If my boss treat me like shit, I'm stealing all that. You ain't got to worry about it. I'm gonna come to work every day. I'm gonna take the tissue, the napkins, the soap, all that home with me, cause I'm mad. You don't give me nothing anyway. I do all this work and you. Hey man, look, everybody got to eat beef.
I can't even tell you. Look, I don't want to put production people on blast because but I just know as a person that has run the money on a number of television productions, I know where you can sneak in some of your own perks.
Right. They go home with all the snacks. Y'all be like, well, damn, I thought some cookies was up there. Y'all ain't paying me enough. I can't eat when I get home. I got all the honey buns. I got every leftover sandwich, everything, all the plates. Y'all can't even eat seconds. I already packed that up.
Never mind that they don't give you enough time because you're working all day to eat. So you get home and you just want to heat something up real quick. The only other problem I have is the AI comparison, the Allen Iverson comparison. And this is only because AI was a distinct personality. And maybe it's just because it's our generation. He was a distinct personality and he might have been an asshole in certain ways, but he was not gun flashing asshole.
Time out.
Or was he?
We're in the social media era right now. You know what? A lot of stuff that we did growing up was never glorified to the world. We fucked up on our own in private. Got that? That's number one. We messed up in private. And we keep it moving. These people are not messing up in private. They're messing up in front of the world. One little sin, you got billions of people watching this. You understand me? So it ain't no little mess ups for nobody no more, especially people who are social media. Like if you look for real, none of the real people, like I say the real guys, the hood guys, don't know them log on to have real social media. They think
no doubt.
Tracking them. They think people looking for them. If you in an industry where you have to be social with people, that's different. And his thing, you could be quiet the whole NBA season because you're on TV every other night. You don't have to do that. You don't have to show us you got 15 cars. And you just got paid.
But you got, look, there's one, the only thing, that's why I'm like, the AI generation was different because of those things, but I can't put that on him because this did not happen to him. You are correct though. Everything is shown out there. What you're leaving out is that Negroes would do anything for some pussy.
I ain't leave that out. That's just is what it is.
So what that means is that they are going to be online doing anything
right
to bring the draws back.
You stay still ain't got to do that, man.
You don't have to,
hey, listen,
but they do it. They still do it.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you a secret. We was in college. My homeboy, 6'6", diesel body. We could walk into a store. They'll think he playing the NFL. We'll eat that shit up the whole time we there. We eating free, getting perks, doing all that. You know what? It's just like the college coaches when they come see kids. It's the eyeball test. So if they think you somebody and you say you that somebody they think you are, it is what it is. You're going to get it anyway. You can't walk in no room and be 6'7" and not be nobody, right? I'm 5'9". Maybe a little, on the scouting report, you might say I'm 5'10", but I'm 5'9". 5'8", coach. I'm 5'9". Oh man, for real.
Look, but with this social media world, they want to be seen. They have to be seen. But and what you just said, everybody that's out there that's not online, that barely gets on there, they are tracking you. They are tracking you. My PhD is learning about capitalism in the virtual world. They're
Yeah,
literally tracking everything you do. That is why when you mention something in your house
it
or
popped
you
right up
look
on
up
your
something,
phone.
it
Mhm.
pops up because your network, whatever network you're using, your IP address, it is
Mhm.
logging everything that everybody is using on that IP address, and it just refunnels because all of these companies, when you say when you log into Facebook, they sell your stuff immediately to these other people, give all your information, so they know when you just did a quick Google search of, you need some new shoes. And then you go to the Instagram, you look up Nikes once on Google, and you go to Instagram
Pop
and
up
you see,
everywhere.
yes, but they have older data from other things you looked at. And so then you're like, you might have looked up Jordan once 6 months ago. And then it's like, oh damn, it's all Jordans. This is like, it basically is sleight of hand, like you out, like you just a street punk getting hustled,
I
but
got a question.
everybody's doing it.
What the hell is cookies? They say, do you accept these cookies? I thought they were finna feed me. What is cookies?
The
No,
cookies is
seriously, dog.
it's a tracking it's basically a tracking device
I
in
always
within
say
those
no. Like
pages.
I press the X because I don't know what it is. Plus, I already ate, so I don't know what the hell the cookies be when they be asking me, "Do you accept the cookies?" or whatever the case. It sounds nasty, like you finna get like some nasty shit. Do you accept these cookies? Well, let me see it first. Nah, but man,
You go pay for a lap dance before you see them.
yeah. So they don't. I don't know how. I know I got kicked off the Twitter. I got kicked off of Twitter because I guess I ain't paying Elon his little $10 a month. How much it is? They want you to play for the blue check a month. Yeah, they kicked
I
me
don't
off.
even
I
know
got kicked off. I don't know either. Um,
what kicked off. Like your
yeah, like
page just isn't there
I
anymore.
can't. My content is there, but I can't see no content. I can't add no content no more until I guess it be something that pop up that say it's not fair. This is a community of this, that, and the other. And if you agree, click on this. And then I don't do all that. Okay, I'm not there. Bye. Now, my IG, my last time on IG was maybe last weekend or weekend before that, but I went on there and it told me, say change your password and not strong enough. My password is like 20 something fucking letters, like with exclamation points, numbers, all that. And then I try and change it and it don't let you change. It don't say nothing. It keeps saying it's too weak. What do I have to put? All 52 states? What do I have to put as my goddamn passwords? Like I'm sitting there like, then you email,
I,
then you text. Like literally, I can't get on my Instagram, so I'm at my KK underscore Rose IG now. And the hell with that. I was making a little change off the South Beach tour, but they won't let me in no more. That's where my most
we
content. Yeah.
we're gonna have to figure it out. But no, look, the Instagram. If anybody's out there, shoot us a note about how to fix this. Instagram to me has been the worst with that. Like it,
It's like they don't even
try to
care.
change the password.
Like
Yeah, I know.
holler at me when you see me. Like every 2 months it's been telling me change your password. I don't know what else passwords to do. I'm tired. I'm password out. I ain't gonna remember the shit the next one. I just was sitting on the toilet the other day and I like read like the tissue. I put like Scott's double, like whatever it was. Charmin double roll, triple ply, 2707. I don't give whatever time it was. I did all that. you know, dog, I be trying anything and it still won't let me do it. Charmin triple roll, double ply, how much it costs, all that shit. Like all that be in the password, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Then you have to screenshot that shit to remember it.
That's why. Look, I just on some of the newer ones, I just take the suggested password and see what happens.
It don't suggest nothing. It just asks me to reset, and then it never gives you the button to actually reset it to see if it's a good password. It just never light up. But I'm over that shit, dog. For real. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. You know me. How they say you give up so easy. I gave up. Nigga, it's been 2 weeks. I miss my people over there, but I gave up. 2 weeks? That's like me dating somebody that go to jail. Anything over 30 days, I got to look for something else. That shit too long. You feel me?
It can't be though, because we got to get logged into it. So I don't care how
Well,
much you give up.
hey man,
We gonna have
I'm
to.
gonna give you everything I can think of, dog. I just don't know. I just don't know.
We gonna have to fix it.
Yeah, I
So
just
what's
don't
up?
know.
Tell me about the season. What's going on over there? I know you guys
Well,
the teams are starting to ramp up as
we
far.
won our first game. I was a little upset about that though, because we won our first game. And
Tell everybody about the team.
okay,
Tell everybody about the team.
I'm excited because I coach a flag football team. I've been coaching flag football since before I was the first female head coach in the guys football in Florida. So I was coaching flag football, and I went back to flag football after I tried to hide. This man pulled me right out the wind. I wasn't gonna do nothing else, but we got a little team, man. We got a travel team in the summer that we develop young girls and teach them how to play. Most time people look at flag football, it's the new epidemic, it's the new up and coming sport. It's going to be in Olympics. The NFL is taking it very serious. I'm taking it very serious. You know, so we travel, we play different teams. I think the states up north and even up north in Florida, they are like about a good 20 years ahead of us. So we trying to catch up. But at the end of the day, we almost there. So let me tell you about this game. We played our first game now. We playing a team, you know, we scout. I do the regular things. I send coaches to games just to, you know, look at what's the, you know, what other teams do, what their tendencies is. We come back, we talk about it. We put a little game plan together. So we put a game plan together for this team. We up 39-0 at halftime. We play 1 minute into the third quarter. I say, time check, ref, because I want to put the younger girls in, like the kids who never really played before.
Mm-hmm.
Man hit me with this. That's the game. I say, what? Y'all up 39-0 anyway. I say, wait. So this shit clicked. I turn from me to somebody else. So what the fuck you mean? We up 39-0. If you was coaching a regular football game, the rules is if you up by 30, the clock continue to run until the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. And then you have to converse with both coaches. And then they'll see if you could end the game. Man, it was about 100 degrees out there, boy. Boy, ass, cheeks, nose, everything. It was sweating. But we in the same sun you in, buddy. But it's this melanin we got, you know, he was love. So he didn't feel the same shade we felt. So that shit was hitting to the core. That boy felt like he under a strobe light in the kitchen. But I'm mad. I'm upset because this is why I'm upset. I'm not upset that, I am upset that he stopped the game. But if we're tied or we have a tied record with a team, the way they choose who's the top tier is by points.
Of course.
You understand? So we could have scored 10 more points with the young girls because I had to set everybody else on the bench. You know, we could have scored 10 more points. That's 49. 49, we got good points a game. But yeah, I snapped. And then we were supposed to play today. The team called us like, oh, 2 of my players bumped heads in the game yesterday. We can't play. Yeah, I'm like this. What that mean? What they got to do with us?
What happened with the ref?
The ref, I called
Well, I mean, immediately. First of all, immediately, what happened when you went off?
You know they real nasty. The refs are really, really nasty. Like really, really. Like some of them are, and he's like over the referee association. So you really can't tell him nothing. Like his shit don't stink. I don't matter what come out, it don't stink. So you can tell him that. And then I got in my phone. I'm trying to show Fool the rule book. You sent this rule. This what time it's supposed to be. And the man just Lord, it's like he was stone face, had that resting bitch face, like y'all up by 39 and walked off. Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't do nothing to me, man. I wanted to kick dirt on his ass. Just, like the baseball, and when you're in a baseball game, they just take the orange dirt and start kicking it on you. Yeah, I wanted to do that. But we was on the turf field, so I couldn't do it. Oh man, I was pissed off.
I know you were hot.
I
Plus,
was on
you
his
want the
ass.
younger kids, you want the younger girls to get some time in.
You want to give them some time. You want to get them the game time experience, stuff like that. So I had to go out. I said, you know what? If we play people and we're getting up and they're going to stop the game, I got to go out and find some developmental teams or JV teams. It's not a lot of JV teams down here per se, but I have to go like across the county to find some. So I don't found two developmental games for them, for people who never really played. Because I don't believe in cutting people. If you could go through my preseason and stick around with my mouth and my hard work, like my kids usually come out with my personality, and I'm an asshole. I swear. I don't like. There's no gray area with me. It's black and white. I believe in communication with them. I teach them communication, bro. So when they got something to say, they say it, and people may think it come off crazy, but I have to teach them that. If one of your teammates dirty or nasty, pull them to the side and tell them exactly how you feel. Hey, baby, you need to tighten up your hygiene a little bad. Like, we have to be, as a people, you have to be able to have the hard conversations with people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to teach them, how to be productive citizens and knowing how to communicate, because they be wanting to fight each other all the time. Because if one person late, everybody run. If one person grades bad, everybody grades must be bad, because that's your sister. If she fall into the waistline, if everybody got A's and she got F's, y'all wasn't checking in on her. You know what I'm saying? So I just teach them stuff like that, but they be ready to fight, boy. They be ready to fight, but they
I
can't
mean,
fight.
yeah, because it's only gonna hurt them more.
If they fight, they already know. If they fight, boy, I ain't gonna pull out no balls for a week. And the person who started it gonna be suspended. And they're gonna have to clean up after everybody every day. And ain't gonna go to no games, ain't gonna dress, ain't nothing. They just gonna be a do girl for doing dumb shit.
I mean, look, it's building teams.
Yeah.
It's building teams. And I also think, with the communication, I think especially nowadays, and not to say that was amazing in the past, but I mean, as simple as the quickest route from A to B is a direct line. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that even those kind of skills translate to even when you're an adult in workspaces. We've worked on production, and I mean, I'm sure in every kind of industry, I know in the education industry outside of coaching, this is important as well. Mm-hmm. And even, within television industry, within any industry, you need, everybody's working. If we're working towards a goal,
you got to be on the same page, and accountability. So once I teach them all that, a lot of, like, when they go off, like, I'm happy to say, like, I have the first class. I have like 3 kids in the first class of them having flag football in college. So I take the teams out and we go watch some of the girls that played with us who are in college play, and then you get the kids hope. So they see where it's coming from. What those kids come back and tell me? Your practices was way harder than this. Like, way, way harder. Because me, I like to break them. If you don't break them, somebody else gonna break them. You have to break them and start from scratch to build them up. So that's the difference. You have some coaches that constantly break, and don't build them up. You have to break them to a point where they get to the point where they start seeing things differently. Now I'm building you up because I just done restructured your whole way of thinking, your whole way of working. Now you ready. If I can't break you, you're going to be hell when you get to college, because them coaches are going to be like, hey, what you sent me over here? Yeah. Nah.
Okay. So with that said, for you, what is the transition when you see the point of break I know that there's kind of levels to it as well, but when you see that point of break and build up, do you usually see that as a group unit? Is it more individual, but within the same time? What do you see there, and what makes you kind of make that turn?
It's individually, because when you look at people, you don't treat everybody the same per se. If I see somebody who has the ability, who's very talented, who's athletic, they might be the most athletic person on your team. But up here, we could have a less athletic person who's up here smarter. They're always going to be better than them on the field, because sometimes you have to use this. You can have all the athletic ability you want. You have to be able to listen, make adjustments. If you don't know, ask the questions, and you can't think you know it all. And that's what coaches have to deal with. You got these guys who they say they 5 stars or this. Yeah, come through the school like they shit don't stink. They'll go to practice like they ain't nobody bigger than the team, boss. I don't care if you're a 17 star. Pick that little ass up and sit you right there and let these people right here who listening to what we're saying and is working within what we got going on. You'll sit your ass over. I don't care. I don't care. They'll tell you, one year I got there, I kicked all the seniors off the team. I go with all fresh monkeys out there. We all gonna climb this shit together, boss. We all together. Come on. All them freshmen, all that fresh meat, they gonna be glued in and dialed in, looking to learn. Then you got them old people who won 2 games last year, think they gonna tell me what to do. See y'all later.
That feels
That's
like the story of UM's football team the last 20 years.
You know, I hate to tell you about your alma
Hurts.
mater. Let me tell you what your alma mater lacking. Identity. That football team is like a horror. Every year they got a new man in the house. It's a horror. You gotta marry yourself to a system, a culture, an identity. And once you find that, you move from there. We just keep looking for love in all the wrong places. Thought this shit hurt.
Well, I think, too, when I was there at an unspecified year, because I don't want to throw my age out there no more. I feel like, obviously that team had an identity. And I think beyond, those years, each year, a lot less accountability came with this identity. And people weren't, as you said, they weren't broken into the correct identity. They were just living off of what 3, 4, 5, then 10 years, the discussion of those teams, as opposed to actually putting in that work, feeling like a team. One of my biggest issues is watching them, and forever now, is that they're like, you go out there and you might see some talent here or there, but as you said, they're not moving as units. You know what I'm saying? I feel every time I watch them, I've seen a couple times the offense might have some sort of something working, but you know how it is. You don't see it. You don't see a unit that's working together, that's holding each other accountable, that is taking care of each other. It's some talented individuals, a couple people that maybe shouldn't be on the field for a squad like that, at least in my own head and heart. And I see a lot of that.
I'm gonna talk about a lot because I had a cousin. She played basketball in that era when they were whooping ass back, and she actually played basketball. I think what that was, a 2002 team or the 2000 team? Which one? That won it all. And then there was a team that got cheated on one of them last calls.
It was 02. The championship was January 02. The cheated call, I was on the end zone, is 03. I've never watched any
so 02.
for that game.
So listen, Now, all of you, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, for real with those coaches really got out there and found guys that fit the style of play that they wanted. So when you send guys out there to scout, they're literally going to neighborhoods, going to games, finding the kids with that edge. If you look at it, how many running backs, 1, 2, 3, 4, like back to back to back, I'm a year behind him, I'm a year behind him. They waited their turn. When it's my turn, I'm going to get out there. When it's my turn, you had everybody.
Portis, McGahee,
right.
Najee Davenport,
what
Frank
college
Gore.
do you know even today that had a lineup like that? Back to back to back to back. Like, if you get hurt, no worries. Let me pull Joe Bob in. Like, they were literally next man up because they worked so hard. They pushed each other so hard. And then we competing in practice, and we're competing against the best, and they on our team. That's going to make me better. We don't have the competitiveness. I think we're going more for stars. We're not going to get the kids with the grit, the kids that's going to play hard, the kids that's going to bust their head open to actually get on the field against anybody, even their teammates. You know, we just don't have that. We don't have that identity. We don't have none of that. So until we get to the point, even with the coaches, we went out there and got them big name coaches. All of them coaches we had could be a head coach. You understand? Why are you going to listen to somebody who on the same level as you? But I think I know this stuff too. Man, that shit did not work out the way we thought it did. It was so, it just didn't. When I looked at it, I was like, you got Charlie Strong. He could be a head coach.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of.
You got this guy. He could be a head coach. It's going to be too many Chiefs and not enough Indians. And it pretty much showed you got to have people that's good at their craft, that can communicate with the kids, that can reach the kids, that have a good game plan, who know how to recruit, who know how to put steam on them. From the top to the bottom, they probably had the best water boy in the world, the best towel boy in the world to go with that. Spent all that money on that stuff when all you need is grinding people, normal people who know their stuff.
And that speaks to a transition in person. And on the level, it speaks to two things for me. The level of youth sports in these days, because like you said, they're looking for 5 and 4-star recruits. They're looking for, I guess, almost what's on paper that has been decided by, the experts. Does this work for this? And so a lot of times you lose out, but also that kind of the individual, like looking for that grit in an individual. From that, I think there's also an accountability problem that we have that's kind of transitioned. And now I'm on my old man shit where, younger people, they're on that status attitude as opposed to that, that, like you said, you have a 5-star come in at your school and they'll strut in and it's not about team.
It looks like this. I don't know where the hell they at. Yeah, they somewhere. This is the whole deal, though. Now, imagine me. I'm gonna just throw it out there. My name is LaWanda James, LeBron James' daughter. I can shoot a free throw. I can make a layup. I'm 6'2". I ain't even gonna go basketball. I'm going to football camp. I'm 6'2". I can go to football. I go to this football camp. I'm 6'2". I'm standing over everybody. I ain't gotta really do nothing. Hey, LaWanda, you're LeBron's daughter. Hey man, my daughter needs to be a 6-star. Listen, a star only goes as far as in. I get stars. You get stars by camps. You don't get stars by playing and busting your ass every day in a practice, winning games, winning championships. Get stars by camps. So if I could go to every camp and people could see me, and you're not fortunate enough to get to those camps. You ain't got no stars, right? So now I'm looking at I'm gonna call little Peanut in the backyard. Peanut work out every day. He playing all the 7-on-7s down at the crib for the free ski. He go to all the little free camps down here. He play hard. He started on his one team. He ain't transferred when it was competition. He ain't do nothing. Who you want on your team? First of all, Lil Peanut loyal. Lil Peanut a hard worker. Lil Peanut waited his turn. Lil Peanut ain't got no stars. But I bet you put Lil Peanut in front of anybody, he gonna bust their ass. Because he hungry. This shit wasn't given. It was earned. Lil Peanut. For real.
I'm gonna need his height and weight before I put Little Peanut on the squad.
That shit don't mean nothing, bro. That shit don't mean nothing. Shit don't mean nothing. Y'all got y'all had listen. The UM had little Roscoe Parrish. They had all them little chicks. What they did? What the dude name was the return guy at Chicago? Faster than what's his name?
That was Parrish. No,
it wasn't Parrish.
Oh, you're talking about after Parrish, a couple years after.
No. What's the guy name? He went to Chicago. Oh my God. This guy
Hester?
Yeah.
Devin Hester?
How tall was Devin Hester? How big was he?
Damn, what? I'm lying now if I said 6'2".
You better Google that shit.
Nasty though.
Speed kills. If you fast, even Tutu Atwell 5'9", coach. Not even, I'm taller than him. He played for the Rams, right? He had the Rams from here. Miami Northwest, he was quarterback. Right? Got up there, the boy fast. So you could do the eyeball test if you want to on these high school kids. You better do the hard pumping blood test. Y'all be around here getting these stars. They be in that motherfucker, see another person across them shaking like booty meat. They so scared. That's what it be. I'm telling you.
Nah, I mean, look, we've been having this conversation for several weeks though, because there is a grind in the football player that you see in Miami. That's something else.
But I ain't saying everybody else not working. I'm not saying the camp's not making the kids better. They getting critiqued by the best, supposedly. And we learning about these $3,500 a season getting paid as coaches in Miami and Florida. Listen, that's all I'm saying. Get them boys a raise, man. That job is 365 days a year. You don't take time off of football. Get them boys a raise. Yeah. Hey, man, where my guy at with the stocks and the Cox? He coming this week?
That's a preview. That's a preview. He's coming.
Oh, that's next week? Stocks and Cox coming next time. Yeah.
Yeah, old friend. I got a little surprise for us coming.
Oh, no, I'm ready. You know I'm always ready. I'm ready now. I'm excited, dog. I just had like I say, I do so much throughout the week and throughout the day till I like literally get up at 5 a.m. and I literally probably work from like 7 until probably 10 o'clock at night. So I have to take vitamins, dog. I be hyped. I be lit.
Hey, you know how my life is. I'm writing my book now, so I'm getting up, reading, thinking, those kind of things about the world.
You thinking. You think better, boss. You think better. I gotta come to LA, man.
I know. I got to tell you this. So Renata, or as fans of Jerry Curls know, Esmeralda, she's out here in LA for a couple of weeks doing some work. So myself, Renata, and Brandon, we're about to grab some dinner. So I have to give you a little update. Maybe I can get her on here too. Catch up. We can see what else she's been up to.
Okay.
Coming up.
Tell my favorite Carrot Top. He been acting funny, boy. He real funny. He act like a light skin. For real. But
Well, you
yeah,
can't
like I
help it.
say, we're gonna find a date as well. We're gonna find a date for you guys to put everybody that we can, like at the same time on South Beach Toe, and give you guys the what they doing now, where they at, how they doing. Um, we could reach some people. We can't reach everybody. I know definitely I can reach Jerome, Robbie, Christy, Dave not doing too well, and I can reach Gil, Eddie in DC.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah, he in DC. So I could try and get one of them to reach him. I want to reach like the original guys first, and then we'll reach out to everybody else because y'all just don't know where we came from. Like I wasn't supposed to be there. It's just it just be happening. Like it's popping.
We're gonna be getting some more videos out there soon. Just these streets.
Yeah, you need to tighten up, dog. You need to tighten up. I gotta throw them on my other IG since I can't get them on my other IG. I'm gonna just pop them off at I'm throwing them on my other IG. I'm gonna hit them on a little TikTok. I hit them
And you'll
on
see
with
us on YouTube. You can,
yeah,
hitting them on YouTube
YouTube, all
always.
that good stuff. So I'm gonna put it all over the place that I can and keep you guys informed. We got some good stuff coming. Can't really say what it is. You know how that stuff is. It's a hurry up and wait type situation. So we got some stuff coming for you, 23, 24. So we just trying to keep y'all informed, keep y'all in the loop, talk to y'all at once a week. But that's it for me today. KK's Corner.
Appreciate the love.
Yeah.